Hello and welcome. I'm only a little bit late. I was finishing off a game of Dead by Daylight, which lasted a bit longer than I thought, and then obviously I had to set stream up. If I seem distracted, it's mostly because I have the England game on to my left with no audio, and obviously I'm playing a game. So let's get going. The story so far. The masked gentleman reveals himself as Randall, the friend Layton thought he lost 18 years ago. Randall explains his desire to take revenge on Henry and raises the curtain on his final act. We need to go outside. He's created like a sand tidal wave.
What's this?
Sand? Oh, that is destroying the town. He's trying to bury us in sand. Professor, we can't stay here.
Randall, stop this immediately. Why, Herschel, you reap what you sow, don't you? Watch closely. Henry? Watch as your precious city sinks into oblivion. All roads leading out of Montador have been blocked. Embrace the final miracle. You will all share the fate of your beloved city and return to dust. What? Wait. It's pouring in so fast. There must be some escape route we can use, mustn't there? This town was built on an oasis, and it lies in what is basically a big bowl. If there's no way up, there's no way out. Oh dear, Professor. What can we do? Let me go after Randall, Professor. I can take him down. We must remain calm. Only clear minds will prevail here. We need to head towards the monument. Why? What's over there? I'll explain once we're there. Henry, Angela, come. Understood. We'll follow you to the monument. Maybe we can take the tram. I guess we'll take the tram. Phew, the tram is still running. The stop closest to the monument is Tingley Town, I think. Very well. Let's take the tram. Ooh. It's chaos here too. If we don't stop it soon, Montador will be buried under the sand. What are you going to do, Professor? Wait, Layton! What is this sandstorm? I can't see a thing. Inspector Grosky, it's the masked gentleman, isn't it? I should have known. Alright, he's got it coming this time. For the yard! Inspector, wait, where? Oh, he's gone. Has Grosky gone off again? Should have had him tied down. Real loose cannon on deck. Chief Inspector Sheffield, I need your help. I saw someone distressed like the masked gentleman heading for the gallery plaza. Is that who I think it is? There's no time to explain. We're heading to the monument at once to stop this madness. Please ensure the townspeople are safe. Get everyone to the top floors of the tallest buildings. Huh. Alright, Layton. I'll see to the people's safety. Is Detective Bloom here? He said he was going to investigate the reunion inn. I haven't seen him since. Probably got scared and turned tail once the real trouble started. Don't you worry. We'll sort out the civilians. I'll be waiting in the gallery plaza afterwards. How you doing, Freya? How you doing? Professor, do you think Detective Bloom really ran away? We didn't see him at the reunion inn. Let's just press on to the monument. Where is the monument? We need to hurry to the monument before the desert swallows the town. Okay, so it is south. Long time no see, huh? Exactly. Been too long, Freya. It's been too long. I hope you've had a good time since we last saw each other. We're here, Professor. Now what? The sound is getting higher. If only we had the Mask of Order, we could counteract the Master of Chaos and stop this. Tell us where it is, Henry. What are you talking about, Angela? This is no time to play dumb. The city's being destroyed. Are you just going to let it happen? Give me the Mask of Order. I have no idea where it is. You of all people should know that. Angela, calm down, please. The Mask of Order is in a safe place. There's no need to worry. What? Being good? Doing some reading. Nice. What are you reading at the moment? How do you know that? Professor, we're running out of time. The only thing that can save this town is a true miracle. Professor, what are you talking about? We'll now solve the final puzzle of Acroban. If my theory is correct, we should be able to save the town. The puzzle of Akbadan? But what's that got to do with saving the town? The entrance to the ruins is nowhere near here, is it, Professor? Correct. But that's just the front door. The visitor entrance, so to speak. I don't understand. I was quite surprised about that old map of Montador back at the reunion inn. When I explored the ruins of Akbadan 18 years ago, I made my way to the deepest chambers. But the treasure I found there, though worth a great deal in gold, was of no great archaeological value. That treasure was really just another trap laid by the Azran to divert thieves from the true purpose of the ruins. Anyone satisfied with material riches would fail to look any further and never discover what's really hidden there. Just finished a reread of They Both Die at the End, and now I'm on to My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry. You'd have to enlighten me. Tell me, what's the genre at least? And please tell me they don't both die at the end. Come on. And what is that? Henry, you reached the bottom of the ruins as well. Do you remember the markings you saw there? How could I forget? They were like nothing I'd ever seen before. But I didn't know what they meant. Look at this. What is it? When the Reunion Inn was first built, this area was still an oasis in the desert surrounded by ancient ruins. This map shows the lie of the land before the city of Montador was established. Using the oasis as the circle's center, do you see how the ruins hint at the shape of the original structure? It's the same shape as those markings. But what does it mean, Professor? It means the ruins of Akban extend from Mars underground and end up here, directly below Montador. And the heart of the ruins, the deepest chamber that remains hidden for aeons, lies directly beneath us. Henry, based on what you read in the expedition journal in your office, I thought you would something. I clicked too quickly. Well, first of all, the author did not lie in their title. Wow. But I guess that's not the whole point of the book. I don't know. Obviously, I haven't read the book. I don't know anything about it. They both die at the end. Is a dystopian YA where the government is able to give you a 24-hour heads up on when you'll die in order to give you 24 hours to live fully. Okay. That's interesting. That sounds like a book I might read. It's amazing, Professor. If we solve the puzzle of Akbadan, I believe that the hidden chamber will be revealed as they once were. As they once were? However, in order to do this, we need both masks. The Mask of Chaos and the Mask of Order. I thought I might find you in the eye of the storm. What's going on, Layton? Where's all this sand coming from? I'm sorry, there's no time to explain, Dalston. But you should know the town is in grave danger. I can see that. Is the masked gentleman at it again? See what happens, Henry? See what happens when you try to sick the police on me for your own gain? Dalston, listen to me. Randall is the masked gentleman. Randall? Seriously? Have you finally lost it? Or is all this sand clouding your brain? It's true, Dalston. Randall is alive. Randall? Alive? But how? He's heading for the Gallery Plaza. We have to stop him. Henry, wait. I'm going with you. But it's just to save the town, got it? I'll settle matters with you later. Now, let's look for a way into the ruins. According to the map, the markings... It should be around here. It was really good, 100% recommend it. Well, you've just added like probably 10 books to my list of reading. So it's going to be like way later. Sorry, yeah. Right, let's split up and find it as fast as we can. Alright. The one you're reading now is about a girl whose grandmother just died and left her letters delivered to people she'd wronged in her life. And the girl's learning about her grandmother's lies. See, that sounds very wholesome. But also could be very... I don't know, it could be wholesome, it could be quite dark. I don't know obviously what the grandmother did. Hey, over here. Luke, that's just a manhole cover. Oh wait, look at this pattern. Yes, open it up. Puzzle 134. Okay. Each of the stone slabs has 2 arrows on it. To open the manhole, you must fill the board with slabs so that all 4 rows, all 4 columns, and both diagonal contain one of each direction arrow. Okay. Ah, that's where it's going to get tricky. Hard to say right now, but the author's other books were a decent mix of wholesome and you're probably going to cry, so... Okay, so you kind of have a good idea of what you might find. Well, today I just started rereading The Last Olympian, so I'll probably be halfway through that by tonight. So by Thursday, Friday, I should be starting the second series. What do we need? Upwards arrow. Yeah. Well, to be fair, like the Percy Jackson books are very short. Like I like to read to the end of a chapter before I stop reading. So I'll end up reading a couple of chapters in a go, do something else, and then go back to it. What does this need? This needs a left and a right. This one specifically needs a right.
Just a dash of puzzle solving. That was a challenge, to be sure.
And to be fair, like during the week where I've been working, I'd get home by about 6:30, shower, sort myself out by 7, and then I'll normally read for like 45 minutes before I start stream. Which is why sometimes stream is a little late because I'm trying to finish the chapter. So I do read. I've got into reading quite a lot now. I still blame Matt. Alright, let's go. What are you planning to do with the Mask of Chaos, Herschel? I have it right here. What? How? I found it at the Reunion Inn, of course. The true Mask of Chaos. Hidden in the archives, just as you left it. I beg your pardon? Angela hid the mask, Professor? I'll explain later. We need to act fast if we are to save the town. But what are you planning to do? Yes, even if you have the Mask of Chaos, we still need the Mask of Order, don't we? Not to worry, Luke. I know exactly where that is. Come on, Angela. I will need your help. So I guess the Mask of Order is still down in the tunnels? Not gonna lie, trying to speedrun this one is probably gonna be annoying. What is this? This is the final chamber of Akbadan, the one that Randall and I never found on our expedition. So it was here all along. And to solve this room's puzzle, we need both masks. Didn't you say you know where to find the Mask of Order? Indeed, I will show you. This engraving is the same message that Randall deciphered on the stone tablet years ago. Only the bearers of chaos and order may reveal our legacy. It is always the two halves that make the whole. You see those pedestals over there? One mask must be placed on each one to trigger the mechanism. With that, we can unlock the secret of Akbadan and save Montador. Herschel, stop speaking in riddles. Where's the Mask of Order? You assume that Henry found the Mask of Order with the treasure, and that he had been hiding it all along. Assumptions are dangerous things. Consider the message again. It is always the two halves that make the whole. So, what they're saying is the Mask of Chaos, I reckon, is half its chaos, half its control. So it's just one mask, right? Two halves. No. Surely not.
They are united. The bearers of chaos and order shall come. The Mask of Order has been right here all this time.
I kind of wanted the cutscene to be bigger, but then there's the subtitles on the other screen. It was so simple all along. Now, Angela, I need your help. I need you to help me solve the final puzzle of Akbadan and save Montador. Yes, Herschel, of course. 4 mysterious pillars have risen up. The rune's mechanism will activate when the arrows on each pillar point towards the centre. However, the pillars will only turn if Layton and Angela step on opposing buttons at the same time. When you have Layton press a button, Angela will press the one opposite. Also keep in mind that they won't be able to press the same button twice in a row. Okay, so that turned the left and right one around. Sure, it's just that then now.
Now how about this?
I feel that was meant to be harder. I kind of just guessed it. And it seemed to be some good guessing there. What's going on?
What is happening? Behold, Randall, the secret of the Azra. I discovered it while you were busy seeking revenge. This ends here.
Layton's an earthbender, that's what it is. Look at him. The City of Miracles. Go on, Professor. You should talk to Randall. Of course, I have much to say to him. I thought there'd be a bit more to this. I have to talk to Randall and tell him the truth. I guess.
What was that? What happened?
Amazing. Is everyone okay?
This is the true treasure of the Azra. A riddle we could not have solved 18 years ago, Randall. We were distracted by tales of fortune, while the most valuable archaeological find lay elsewhere all along.
You did it. You solved the puzzle of Akbadar. Spectacular. I must hand it to you, Herschel.
There is no puzzle without a solution. You taught me.
Archaeology was nothing more than a passing fancy. Still, I unearthed all of this. Incredible.
Incredible.
I had some help.
Secrets magnify my influence. Even in revenge, I am a failure.
Yeah, pretty much, mate.
Nonsense. The important thing is that you're with us now.
Always looking on the bright side, Layton.
Master Randall. Stay away from me! You stole everything from me! Everything! That's not true.
You still don't see? Henry took nothing from you, Randall. You were used.
Used? What are you talking about?
Everything you were told in those letters was a lie.
What do you mean?
The police thought there was someone behind the masked gentleman. They were right. Randall was merely a puppet.
One of the police constables.
Behind the mask, pulling the strings all along.
Where's the policeman that apparently ran away?
And that person is you.
Wait, what?
I wish I could say it's been a pleasure. Descolet.
Ah,
Well played, Layton. Well played.
of course he was going to turn up some point.
Where's Angela?
That's a good question.
Found Angela trapped in a room at the Reunion Inn.
Where is she now? Right here.
Wait, what?
I asked her to wear a costume while we played Descolet's little game.
I see.
Little game.
To be taken in by my Angela disguise until I helped you solve the riddle of Akbadai. You knew that you needed my help if you were to solve that final puzzle.
Very good, Descolet.
Descolet?
I knew I never should have used this has-been bumpkin.
I can't believe what I've done.
You're pitiful, Ascot. I gave you back your life and you failed. And later, you must tell me. How did you know?
When I first arrived here, I spoke to the real Angela. But I definitely sensed a great unease within her. Angela had suspected Randall of being the masked gentleman all along. That was why she wrote me the letter. She was hoping that I would get to Randall before the police did. She thought that if I confronted Randall, I might be able to get through to him.
Yes, go on.
Here, go on.
Despite our history, Angela wasn't sure what I would do if I discovered that Randall was the masked gentleman. But the next time I saw her, there was something different about her demeanor. Her unease had disappeared. And from that moment, I began to suspect Angela.
Yeah.
Perhaps I was too eager.
You gave yourself away when you asked for the Mask of Order to solve the riddle of Akbadai.
When I heard of Henry's mask, I needed to find someone to play the masked gentleman. Randall obliged. I had to convince Henry of the power of the Mask of Chaos with our dark miracles. If Henry believed that the Mask of Order could counteract the powers of the masked gentleman, well then. Surely he would procure this mask rather than watch his dear city crumble. Yes?
But when he did not, you grew tired of waiting. You became Angela so that you could get closer to Henry. But Henry still wouldn't reveal the location of the Mask of Order. And he couldn't, because he never had the Mask of Order in the first place.
Bravo, Layton. But I'm afraid all of the deductive reasoning in the world won't change the fact that I've already won.
What have you won?
Actually done my work for me.
What do you mean?
This has been a pleasure. Many thanks, Layton. Until next time.
He can jump. For a big bad boss, he can jump. So we've only got like 2 things to wrap up.
That time, he was using me? I feel like such a fool.
Oh, Randall,
Angela,
I can hardly believe it. I've been waiting so long for your return.
how dare you? You never waited for me. You married Henry.
It's not...
Traitors! After everything I've done for you, Henry, you betray me like this? You stole my ideas and my research. And if that wasn't enough, you stole my love.
You couldn't be more wrong, Randall. Henry has been preparing. Preparing for the day you would return home.
When I would return.
All the papers are in his name.
What does that mean?
Because we checked them out. So technically I reckon this whole city belongs to Randall.
Randall, you should know the truth about Montedor.
We have something to tell you. Now, just leave me alone. All of you.
Randall, when you disappeared, We didn't know if you'd ever return. We were destroyed, all of us. Your parents took it especially hard, of course. Their businesses failed, and the Ascot house fell into disrepair. All that time, Henry risked his life as he searched for you down in those ruins, but to no avail. In a strange twist of fate, he found the Azran treasure you were searching for all those years ago. Henry supported your parents with his newfound wealth, but he could not truly replace what they had lost. So he did what he could. He worked hard to build Montedor, and he cared for your parents as if they were his own.
Henry, is this true?
It is, Ray. Henry never stopped searching for you. He always believed that you would return someday. He spent a fortune sending search parties down into those awful ruins. He built the Reunion Inn so that they would have a base near the ruins.
The Reunion Inn?
I believe that was the first building established here in Montedor. Out here, in the middle of nowhere, the Reunion Inn thrived. It was quite a miracle, if you ask me, but not one without a rational explanation behind it.
And what was that?
Henry announced several rewards for anyone who could find the man named Randall. These rewards were so large that word spread quickly, and the Reunion Inn became a popular haunt. From there, the town prospered. Hotels and shops cropped up everywhere. A thriving city bloomed here in the desert. And Montedor became the city we know today.
I can't believe it.
One might say that Montedor is built around the idea of your return, Randall.
My return?
Imagine having a city built for your return.
And that is the true miracle behind the city of Montedor.
I don't know what to say.
Thanks, I guess. Just say thanks. They built a city for you, mate.
Randall, it appeared as if Henry had stolen your family and your fortune. Nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, he spent his entire life preserving all that was yours.
But Angela... Is that mine?
Randall, my marriage to Henry wasn't real.
What?
After I lost you, Randall, I didn't know how to go on. My parents kept pressing me to get married. They wanted me to marry the richest man in town, Alphonse Dalston. I had given up so completely by that time that I probably would have agreed just so that they would leave me alone. But then Henry asked me. I'll never forget it. He said, "Will you wait for Master Randall with me?" I
Aww.
always believed you would come back. He helped me believe too. So we agreed to pretend to be married until the day you returned, Randall. Henry vowed that he would protect and preserve everything of yours.
Henry never took anything from you. He protected everything for you.
The mother?
Can it be?
Randall.
Mother! Can it be?
Randall. Oh, if it wasn't for Henry, I don't know what would have happened to me. He took such good care of me, Randall.
I understand. Oh, Mother. I thought I'd never see you again.
Randall, I believe this is yours. This document is proof of ownership for all properties attributed to the Lador family. It reveals that the Lador family fortune is in fact fully owned by a third party.
Third party?
All of the land and money attributed to the Ladors is actually in the name of
Randall.
How can this be?
Henry created a replica of the Mask of Chaos, but not to steal the glory that ought to have been yours. It was the symbol of Monte d'Or, a beacon that would draw your attention wherever you were. Henry assumed you would seek out someone claiming to have the Mask of Chaos when you came back. His assumption was correct. But when the masked gentleman appeared, it was clear the police would come asking questions. Angela acted fast. She knew that if the police investigated Henry's mask, they would discover it was a fake. So she hid the mask and claimed it had been stolen in order to preserve the symbol of Monte d'Or's prosperity.
And also to keep Henry's beacon alive.
Randall, do you still feel that Henry has taken something from you?
It's a bit of an elaborate plan, but I like it.
What have I done? You weren't yourself. And now that you are back here with us, everything is going to be okay. Henry.
I feel the last game had a sadder ending,
Miracle all along.
but
What is this?
An aftershock!
this is what happened at the start of the game.
I'm sorry, Herschel. I let you down.
I can't pull you up. Now give me your other hand.
You can let me go now, Herschel.
Randall, you must just give me your other hand, Randall.
I can't. I've betrayed so many people.
What's he doing?
I'll never forgive myself. I don't deserve to live. Let me go.
Layton needs to go gym.
Randall, I can't.
Henry! Master Randall, after all these years, there's no way I'm letting you get away from us that easily. Henry.
I was expecting maybe another hand to then like try and pull him up. It's good music.
I'm so ashamed of what I've done. And I don't deserve your kindness or your forgiveness. But why? Why would you do all this for me? Master Randall, do you really not know? You've always looked out for me.
That's young Master Randall's talk, not yours. You remember your place. Give that back this instant. Honestly, Henry, I don't know what you're thinking. Is this how you were taught? Are you some sort of common thief? I have half a mind to report you to the master.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just wanted to play with it.
Oh, hello. Sorry to disturb you, young Master Randall.
Why did you take Henry's toy?
Huh? Young Master Randall, I think you're mistaken. This is yours. Oh,
No, this is the robot that I gave to Henry. Now then, if you'll excuse us,
oh,
I have
what are
half a mind to
doing?
report you to the master.
Oh, all right,
Well played.
Master Randall, can you please forgive me for playing with your toy? Henry, it's yours now. It's your favorite. Well, now it's your favorite. How many toys does one boy need, anyway? Come on, we're going on an adventure today. Thank you, Master Randall. I promise to take care of it and always treasure it. Let's find some more treasure. What do you say?
You taught me something invaluable that day, Master Randall. And gave me something to treasure. You treated me not just as an equal, Randall, but but also as a brother. And that has always meant more to me than any amount of riches ever could. As the years went by, it became clear to me that our friendship was my most valuable treasure.
Ah, the treasure was the friendship they made along the way.
More to say, Master Randall. We all knew you would return. We just didn't think you'd take so long.
Henry. I'm so sorry.
No more apologies. Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Henry. Angela. I'm home.
Well, yeah, after destroying his own assets, he's finally decided he's home.
This was a picture-perfect ending. Everything seems to have turned out for the best.
Agreed.
But I still have lots of questions about the Uzran civilization, Professor. I mean, how were they able to build all those structures that were below Montador?
Indeed. I was wondering that myself. The Osran were much more advanced than I'd suspected.
Who were the Osran?
But Professor, Henry turned out to be an amazing person. He waited so long for his friend to return home, and everything he built was for Randall. It was all quite miraculous.
The greatest achievement is often the one that is the most selfless.
What other city can claim that it was built on a foundation of loyalty and friendship?
None that I know of. Quite fitting. It truly is the city of miracles.
I thought there was at least another probably half hour to 45 minutes of this game. I was mistaken. I should have continued it last Layton stream. All over. It's all over. I think this has been the longest. Yeah, this Layton session is a short one, but I think it's been like the longest Layton game I've played. Either that, or I've just sort of struggled more with some of the puzzles. But yeah. We'll enjoy all the pictures of them enjoying themselves. And if anyone's wondering, England are 1-0 up. I really would like them to start making more Layton games. I don't really want the like the crossovers. Some more like pure Layton games. Someone had a noisy exhaust. Yeah, crossovers can be cool as one-offs, but they generally don't beat the originals. I'm excited to see what the Layton Phoenix crossover's like. Because I reckon that could be a cool one, but I'm not sold on the Layton's daughter one, which is like Catriel or something. But we're gonna play it anyway. But I'm just not sold on it. Ideally, I'd want them to do, because this is obviously the prequel trilogy I'm playing. I'd love to be able to. I'd love to hear that they would make another trilogy set after Lost Future. But again, like I've said, probably quite a lot through this game, is I think I'm a fan of the previous art style before they tried to go all 3D. So yeah, I think we won't stop stream, but I think we'll just switch game. Now. What do we play? See, I could start Super Mario Sunshine, but I'd rather just start that on a fresh day. The end.
So then it has come to pass, and we shall see if the Azran were worth my trouble. I have sacrificed everything for this moment. Master, you've done it. Behold, the infinite vault of Akbadine. It's quite beautiful, wouldn't you say?
What is going on?
Hold your ground.
Trespassers, this site is now controlled by Targent, and we can't have you two blabbing about what you've seen.
Do we go quietly? These cowards are not in charge here. You are not recognized as any type of authority. And you disgust me with your demented worldview. I will not let you steal that which I have earned.
He's a ninja?
Cannot do this. You have no right.
Au contraire, my boy. Actually, I have every right. Now, let's just have a look.
What?
He's of no concern. Forget him. Secure the last of the Azran ruins. Years of work. Well worth it. Well worth it. Mist Hallory's Garden of Healing. Ambrosia, the City of Harmony. And now, the Infinite Vault of Akbadine. We finally have all three of the great legacies. And when I'm finished, the power of the Azran civilization shall be ours.
Okay. It's to be continued. Did you enjoy playing Professor Layton in the Miracle Mask? You have reached the end of the story, but the game is far from over. There are exactly 135 puzzles scattered throughout the story you just completed. So you can complete each and every one of them. You might unlock some new content in the bonus section. There are all sorts of fun awaiting you there. See if you have what it takes to conquer some of the most baffling puzzles in the game. Have fun with the rest of Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. Alright, that's just saying we're saving now, but if you go back into the game file, it'll be just before you talk to Randall. Alright, let's lock that so I stop messing around with it. Alright. I'm just going to go to the toilet, but I think we'll switch over to Dead by Daylight because it's a nice, just easy game to jump into. So yeah. I'll be right back. And I'll leave you with the game music on.